सभी को प्रणाम. Good evening. It's really a pleasure to be here and to see so many parents around. And I must say I'm really impressed to see the performance of the school in such a short span of time. How wonderfully the children have been performing and the awards that the teachers have also got. And I must say I'm really impressed with the program. Whatever I've seen till now, it is really so good. Your children are doing a wonderful job. So it speaks volumes about the school as well as about you all, the parents. Alone a school cannot do anything for the children, and alone the parents also cannot bring them up completely, holistically for their development. So congratulations to all of you, the staff, the principal, the parents, the children who are part of this wonderful institution. Wonderful work you have been doing, ma'am. It's really good to see that. Okay. I have been associated with the educational background, with teaching, with Central Board of Secondary Education, and then with 8 years of corporate job also. And currently I am into dairy farming and Gau Adharit Kheti, to understand, cow-based agriculture where no chemicals are used. So I've got a lot of experience with me. I'm a mother of 2 children, so I understand the upbringing of the children, how difficult it is and how important it is that we play the right role all the time. Okay, I'm not going to take too much of your time because just like you all, I'm also very excited to see Muktadhara, the performance, the main performance of today's evening. Well, Muktadhara ma'am was already telling it's Gurudev's work of pre-independence time, and there's a lot in it to learn from. But I will talk about the literal meaning of the word Muktadhara. I thought that I should share my thoughts about that with you. Mukt, as you know, is free. Dhara I would associate with the flow, the free flow. So give the freedom of flowing freely to your children. That is really important according to me. As I told you, I'm a mother of 2. My elder one is an engineer working in Netherlands. Younger is a major in the army. He's a doctor. He's a major in the Indian Army. So from my little experience that I have bringing up my children and being associated with various schools and educational institutes, I really feel that we should give them that freedom of flowing on their own freely. And dams are built. We all know that dams are built on rivers. But are they built to stop the river? No, never. They are just built to channelize it properly so that benefit to the complete society can be provided by the power in that water. It could be used for irrigation, it could be used for electricity production, whatever. So your role should be that give your children the complete freedom to think and express themselves without fear. But that does not mean that you are not supposed to be controlling them or guiding them in differentiating between what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. That is our job. We are the dam for them to channelize them in the right direction, to be used for the right way. So we should be playing that role. But there's something very important that I would want to mention here for teachers, parents, administrators, for all of you. Childhood comes only once. बचपन एक ही बार आता है ना, तो जीने दे उन्हें. Let them live the childhood like a child and not like a remote controlled robot. But then again, back to that, control is required somewhere. But at many times, we just do not let them be children. Just a simple example. If a little child with a crayon in the hand has ruined the wall of my drawing room, and mummy goes behind, what have you done? यहाँ नहीं चलाते, कागज पे चलाने के लिए दिया था ये. Yeah? In our words, it is ruining the wall. But for the child, have you ever thought what was it for the child? Instead of using it on a small piece of paper that you gave him or her, he or she got a big, more colorful canvas to work on. So instead of feeling ashamed of that wall when the guests will come, what will they say? कितना गंदा घर है. Take pride in it. मेरे बच्चे ने सजाया है. And when he did it, he was waiting proudly to show it to you. I did this today. And what you did, क्या कर दिया? So please give them that freedom. Let them be a child. They will never be able to get that feeling ever again in life. So that's my suggestion. Give it to them. Another important thing that just came to my mind was that in the classrooms, this one especially for the teachers who are here, all of you are doing an excellent job, I could see by the performance of the children. But what I feel, and I feel it is being already done in the school, a certain level of noise is permissible during education. It should be permissible because see, pin drop silence is also required for certain parts of a teaching methodology. We require it. But most of the time, interaction, communication amongst the children and teacher also play a very, very important role in their learning process. So certain level of noise should be permissible in the classroom. Communication should always be there. Some children might be communicating totally non-related to the topic being taught. But some might be trying to discuss it with the other classmate. Some might be trying to seek help from the other classmate. Some might be trying to even copy the exercise from the other classmate. But that is also not wrong. Productivity is still being achieved there. There is a learning process going on in every kind of communication. So at certain times, a certain level of noise in a classroom should be permissible. I will not take too much time. Just one very important point which I really want to emphasize as parents. In my opinion, the last few generations above us, or maybe 3, faltered somewhere in keeping the culture, custom and traditions alive in our households. Do you agree? Yes? It is a role now to keep them alive. We should not let them vanish from our households, our culture, our traditions, our customs. We should be there to teach it to our children. How can we teach it? Not just by going once to the temple for an arti or puja or an Janmashtami or going to ISKCON. That doesn't work. We have to invite it in our daily routine. And we need to learn why it was being followed, why we do certain rituals, why we carry out certain customs. You know, in our Sanskriti, everything had a reason, whatever we did. And I've been an educator for long. So I like an interactive thing, so I'll throw a question at you. गेंदे के फूल सबके यहाँ पूजा में इस्तेमाल होते हैं, मंदिरों में होते हैं, यहाँ भी हुए हैं. Anybody knows why? Anyone? Why marigold flowers? In the temples you see so many marigold flowers. Why? Or even here. Because of the color? Okay, it's attractive. There is a scientific reason behind everything that is there in our Sanskriti. I'll just tell you. I got to know about it once I got into Gau Seva, because these are they are antibacterial, antiviral, they have disinfectant properties. When in a temple or in a puja grah or any public place like today, gatherings are there, people are close to each other, somebody carrying an infection may pass on to someone else. These were used to ward that off in all marriages, in all temples. So enrich yourself with that knowledge. Lot of good textbook materials are available offline, that is in book form, online in some very good websites. Enrich yourself first so that you can pass on this knowledge to your children. Please don't let the customs and traditions die at your home. And Muktadhara today, which we are going to see, is a great work by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore ji. So develop that habit of reading also into your children. It will pay in a long, long way ahead. That's what I just wanted to tell you all. I am into completely Gau Seva nowadays. So I would like you all to say once with me, Jai Gau Mata, Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Bharat.